Thank you for stopping by. This is We Are Brave Wednesdays. I'm BeBRAVE. This is my man BLAKK SNOW. And we're going to be reviewing Blackopoly. Can you please tell us what is Blackopoly?
Blackopoly, all right. I needed a way to communicate with my people without necessarily communicating with them. So I created this game. I needed a way for them to learn without understanding their learning. I needed to create something that gave them a sense of pride when just owning it and understanding that a black man created it, and understanding that they can due to the lessons and stuff that they learned in the game. And I needed a way to teach my people strategies as far as financial strategies are concerned, different terms, all kind of stuff dealing with economics, but most of all communication and how to trade, how to barter, and to be an example of how to create something from nothing. This is my main thing. I feel like, I try to be a catalyst in the as far as the goal to accomplishing a collective consciousness and sense of identity for black people. This is what is necessary for us to move forward and to progress, because we can do great things, because at one point in time we were the ones who set the bar. We gave the world everything prior to anybody else doing anything. So that's what Blackopoly is.
Okay, so it basically teaches a sense of black pride.
Yeah.
But it also has economics in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, more, not just a sense of black pride. I do want a sense of black pride, but I want to be more specific. African pride. A lot of our people are ashamed to call themselves African. But that's what we are. It's nothing to be ashamed about. We have one of the richest histories on the planet. We've given the world more than anybody. We've had dynasties that have ruled longer than anybody. You wouldn't have no written language or anything if it wasn't for us. So, I had to give people a sense of African pride. Be proud to be African. And also, if we accept being African, maybe we could cut a lot of the rest of this out. We call ourselves all kind of different things before acknowledging that we're African. We'll be, I'm an American, or I'm Dominican, or I'm Jamaican, or I'm Haitian, and all the rest of that. Yeah, this is your geographical location, but as far as, where did your roots start at? When you move a horse from the original ranch it was at, it's still a horse. And its children is still going to be horses. And it's the same for black people. We are still African. And we need to acknowledge that. And we need to know that once we acknowledge that, what else we can acknowledge about, the things that Africans have done. So what we are capable of. People still can't figure out the technology as far as the pyramids is concerned, as far as Tekkens or obelisks are concerned. You know what I mean? Other different things. So, we need... With that being said, to have that amount of complexity, how could you not be proud of being African?
I think it's, excuse me. I think it's just not knowing, not knowing who Marcus Garvey is, not knowing about the quotes,
right? Not
knowing what Sankofa means and what our African roots are. This kind of compiles a lot of those things for another person looking into this game. This game is targeted towards or made for the black community. But say another person bought this game and played it, what could they grasp from it?
A lot of the same concepts. It's geared towards the black community though, because we really don't have those concepts. You know, like I had a conversation with a woman who was Chinese, and she told me that Chinese people literally have a black book. You know what I mean? Just like a little booklet. No, a little yellow book. I'm sorry. She told me a little yellow book that shows all of the Chinese businesses in the area. And they worked with the people within that book. They kept the money within the community. Jews only eat food that's kosher. You know what I mean? And I could go down the list. We are the only people who don't have that, and that's why it's geared towards the black community. But if anybody plays it, they might learn a few things. A lot of people don't know terms as far as stock is concerned and all the rest of that. But you know, so yeah.
I didn't know a lot of the terms, to tell you the truth. I mean, you know, I didn't know what a bull market was. You know, some people may be shocking to some, but the truth is, it's a lot of us that don't know what a bull market is.
Right.
Or you know, don't know who the person on the front is.
It's like these terms and stuff. It's like a secret code that they speak. I'm just being honest. Secret code that the upper class speaks to keep the people at the bottom at the bottom. You know what I mean? Bull market and stuff. Who? You know what I mean? These are terms. Let's be honest. If it wasn't like that, then this would be in your vocabulary as a child. You know what I mean? Learning about your FICO score would be taught from the time you in first grade on up. You know what I mean? And it's so many other things that you don't learn about. So you know, through the game, I was trying to give people a little piece of that. Yeah, and yeah.
Just give them a little bit of knowledge of self. For sure, I can understand that. That's dope. Okay, so I gotta just put this out there.
Yeah.
I noticed something on the board, and I'm gonna read it for all the viewers.
Okay.
All right. You have limited edition kicks or rent shoe shopping. Pay $3,000. Can you please explain? Can you explain that, please?
I'm gonna put it like this, right? My second job was working at FedEx. I was working there, you know. We wasn't making that much. We was all working part-time. A lot of young dudes, a lot of young black men. You know, I was working at the FedEx and LAX. A lot of my boys would go sit in line and wait for the new Jordan and spend their whole check on some new Jordans instead of really investing in themselves. Like literally sleep out there and like wait, you know, as soon as they get off work, just sit out there and wait in that long line to rush for a pair of Jordans. For what? What benefit did buying them Jordans give you? Now I can understand if you're a collector or you resell. You buy the Jordans and you hit eBay and you sell them. But any shoes will work on your feet. If they just to wear and it's not going to be no return on the investment, or it doesn't do nothing for you or your people, why are you buying them? Jordan is not representing us right now. Jordan, what is Jordan doing for the people? With all of the money he's made off the people. Have you paid attention to some of his statements? So, I mean, and that's just one person. I could go in on a lot of these people out here. But, you know, I had to put that there. I had to get my people to start thinking. You know what I mean? You know, stop spending that money. If we gonna spend that money collectively as a unit, you got to think about how many black kids go sit and wait for some Jordans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Collectively, think about what you could do every time you spent that $300, $400. Mm-hmm. And we all on that day said, "Bump it. We're not gonna spend it on this. We're gonna spend it on this over here." And instead, we create our own shoe company like Nagash. Go spend. I wouldn't have no problem if you spent your money on Nagash. Nagash, at least their shoes give you a sense of identity. You know, save you a few hundred and go spend $100 and something on some Nagash, a black luxury shoe. That gives you a sense of identity that ties you back to your ancestral roots. Deal with and they deal with people who are actually in the movement. Or go get some what's they called? Nagast or they got all the RBG shoes, all the red, black, and green. Support that. Support people who actually deal with and support the community.
It's the cool factor. We all feel like we have to be cool. That's one thing that I never really suffered from.
But you know what? It's not the cool factor.
Mm-hmm.
It's us wanting to be accepted by others. You know what I mean? And we could try to say that's about being cool, but the coolest person is always the most creative person. If you notice, that's the person people never forget. Mm-hmm. It's the person who come to school with something they made. Yeah. They shoes they made. They could be some off brands, but they might know how to airbrush, and they airbrush crazy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or they went and they took some off brands and they got them stitched up, and they got their name on them. They got the cap with their name on them. You know what I mean? Everything they do is creative. You know, these are people we don't forget. The cats who buy the Jordans and stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of times after school, don't nobody remember who they are. Or if they do. Or if they do remember who they are, it's like, I hate to reference it because I don't think his word is appropriate, but it kind of is. It's like, damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What happened to you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was only the man because in our heads, we have, because of slavery in our oppressive states, due to I'm just saying it like it is, a white supremacist system. Due to that, we don't feel comfortable being ourselves. So we have to be validated by the things that we buy. We need some Louis Vuitton backpacks for school, belts, you know what I mean? Gucci. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fresh, but it's other ways to be fresh.
No, it's not fresh.
It's not fresh?
It's this what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
It has a certain it's freshness, the quality that these designers put into their clothes, right? But there's a million other people who put the same amount of quality and have exclusive things that you can't find anywhere else. But because they don't have the stamp, they don't get noticed. All these other companies, people got to understand, whether you're dealing with the music industry, whether you're dealing with the clothing industry, the fashion industry, there's like 4 corporations over the whole thing. You know what I mean? That control the whole market, that market and make people think that these things is cool. And they're only cool because you see them on TV, or you see some celebrity who really usually don't care nothing about you, don't do nothing for you or your community, wearing it. You allow these people to give you validation. No. So it's not about being cool.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
This is where we have lost ourselves. We were the people who created the standards. Let's think about hip hop in its inception. At the beginning, you got to think about Cross Colors and FUBU when it came out and all these other things. How we gave those things validation. How we made, let's be 100. Whether it's Louis Vuitton, Gucci, or the rest of that, people getting jackets made and stuff with these prints. They were trying to be accepted themselves, but they made it popular for everybody else. We would create the cool. And now we're following the cool. You know what I mean? It's or the idea that they're giving us is cool. But deep down inside, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like we all really know what's cool. You know, we always respect the dude who creates that.
Yeah, absolutely. Me myself, I was never a part of that follow along crowd, so I can see it from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I never had to wear J's. I had some on yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't have to wear those to feel any type of way. You know what I mean? I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I do, and you know, shoot, you know, learning more about my history, getting more knowledge of self has given me a pride in myself that I can't really explain.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't explain it in words until you truly understand what it is to be a black man or a black woman or a black child, you know? Until you truly understand what that means, it's hard to see anything. Blackopoly gives that. It gives a sense of identity, I guess.
That's the intention.
You know what I mean?
That's the intention.
It gives a sense of identity, especially if it's people that want to look. And I believe the people that buy this game are the people that think, the people that research, the people that, you know what I mean? It's good. I believe the energy that this puts out, it'll take that type of person to purchase and it'll lead them where it's supposed to lead them to Marcus Garvey, to the word Sankofa. That's a strong word. To the Black Airline. So you trying to rebrand the Black Airline, take it back from Soul Plane, huh?
You know, when I created it, I wasn't thinking about Soul Plane, but you know that I'm glad you said that because we need to. We need to. We have no positive images. Everything is a joke, but we gotta understand. Jokes is how they get us. You know, they use jokes during the time of slavery in order to make us be accepting of things that we wouldn't be accepting of. You know what I mean? They use jokes during the time of Jim Crow to help shape our reality. We got to think about it. We didn't start off as you know, dancing coons. We are the people who gave the world technology, science, mathematics, civilization itself. But we allowed these people to shape us into people who don't take anything serious. Not even ourselves. A lot of us walk around, you know, I don't know any other way to put it. You know, it's a slang word, but we walk around dusty. That's what we call it, dusty. You know, we don't take pride in what we wear. Our clothes ain't ironed and stuff no more. We're not smelling good all the time. You know, we've allowed them to make it okay for us to be a defeated people. We just joke about it. It's not a funny situation.
Me myself, I don't fly too often, so I don't know about the airlines out there. But if there was a Kemet airline or you know, some of the other names that you have on the board, Black Star Airline, Black First Airline, whatever it may be, that would prompt me to want to. I would trust that brand more.
Right.
You know, and it's a fair thing, you know, to think of, and I would like to hold that in high regard. I would like to think of and know that in my mind that there's a black airline that exists for me, and this sparks that idea. That's awesome. You know what I mean? To overtake that representation or negative representations of an airline that we may have run, that's crazy, you know. But like you were saying earlier, it's perception. It's, you know what I mean? And we have to perceive ourselves a lot differently. And Blackopoly really screams, be proud of dream big about black. It makes the African person in America feel dream big, dream bigger. I mean, that's all I can say. That's how I interpret it.
Hopefully outside of America.
Yeah.
You know, that this is my intentions, to be honest, is, you know, black people are facing the same issues all around the world.
Yeah.
I hope that, you know, Blackopoly reaches outside of the bounds of just the United States. it needs to reach our people in Brazil. It needs to reach our people in Jamaica. The message does. Even if the game doesn't, the message does. We need to understand that we are all from the same family tree, and that the only way we can deal with the issues that we're facing today is if we unify. If we acknowledge each other as relatives, and if we unify and we start treating each other with pride and dignity, stop getting tied up in the place that we were born. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm proud to be from Cali. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's a whole, I guess you could say, way about California that makes you proud, but I'm never more proud about being from California than I am about being African.
And we're all over the world. You know, shout out to our brothers in Brazil,
right,
Haiti, and Jamaica, and the UK. They're everywhere. China, Australia. You know, that's beautiful. And you know, I would like to call those people my cousins. You know what I'm saying? Being from waking up to knowing self and getting an African identity, now I can say that for myself.
Right.
I can say those are my cousins. We from the same place. You know what I mean? And giving them knowledge of self, giving them Blackopoly, giving them that cohesiveness really does help hammer that point in, you know. And if this reaches an international stage, you know, hopefully it does. If it reaches an international stage, then it will accomplish that. That's just what I believe in with the tools we're afforded today on the internet.
Appreciate it,
yeah. With the tools we're afforded on the internet, it's doable. You know, it's a doable thing. That's just what I believe. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, yeah.
BLAKK SNOW.
Yeah.
Where can we find the game? Where can we contact you?
All right, you can find the game at thekosproject.com. That's the KOSproject.com. Go to the shop, just click on the link, and right there you can purchase the game. Stay easy.
All right. And do you have social media that we can contact you on? Instagram, Facebook, anything, Twitter?
Oh yeah, you know what? But before I say remind that, you know, you could check out the Chaos Project like page. That's the K-OS Project. Check that out on Facebook. We also have an Instagram that's at the KOS Project. And it's the same for the Twitter. Check all of that out. And then for myself, you can add me on Facebook at BLAKK SNOW, that's BLAKK SNOW, or L Snow, that's EL Snow. Both of them have BLAKK SNOW in there somewhere, so you just see that it usually pops at the top of the search bar. Check that out.
All right, and this is We Are Brave Wednesdays. I'm BeBRAVE. This is my man Snow, and we just got into Blackopoly. I see y'all next time.
Yeah.
All right.